I want you to understand that social media, for most, now that's not to say that there are not people out there killing it on social media and getting all their leads and loans funded that way. There are, and it is possible. However, we are not content creators, right? We are not people who have the time to dedicate basically full time to social media. Hey, y'all, and welcome to the Align Your Marketing podcast. I'm your host, Chelsea Gardner, and this podcast is designed specifically for loan officers, real estate professionals, and business owners looking to simplify and align their marketing strategies. Each week, we will dive into tools, tips, and tactics that are going to help you stay consistent, visible, and ahead of the competition. From expert insights to actionable strategies, you will walk away with everything you need to streamline your marketing efforts and grow your business. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Align Your Marketing podcast. I'm your host, Chelsea Gardner, and I want to talk all about aligning your marketing. This is going to be a really unpopular opinion for many content creators, possibly many marketers, but social media is not enough to grow your audience as a loan officer. It just is not enough. You have to be engaged. You have to be responsive. You have to be showing up daily or weekly inside of your social media accounts. Social media is meant to be social, right? It is meant to engage. It's a platform for community. The platforms want you to engage with others, to follow others, to comment on others' content. And on top of that, right? So even just getting into the social media accounts, even just, sharing your content or sharing reels or videos or whatever the case may be, also is not enough. You have to have a plan on the back end. You need to also make sure that you are sending your email campaigns and email blasts, that you possibly have a blogging campaign inside of your website if you have a website. If you don't have a website, that's another aspect of your marketing that is going to streamline everything extremely consistently, right? So when you think about social media, your goals and your objectives when it comes to social media as a loan officer, it's going to look different than someone who is a content creator or someone who is selling lipstick or t-shirts, right? Your strategy is going to look different than that. You're not out to attract the entire world or the entire population or even the entire United States, right? Unless you're licensed in all 50 states, then you are really targeting a very localized market or a statewide market. Okay, so when you think about your audience, right, there are 8 billion people in the world. We are not targeting 8 billion people. Heck, we aren't even targeting the millions that are within your own state. Okay, we are targeting those that can work with us, that can be with us in our local market where we are licensed, right? Why are we going to grow our social media outside of the state of Florida if we are only licensed in the state of Florida? Why are we looking at those metrics and those numbers on our social media platforms? Y'all, we can be successful with several hundred, several thousand followers and be successful with that. We don't need 10,000, 100,000, 30,000 followers, right? We don't need those vanity metrics. We need good followers. And then we need to make sure that we are fully aligned on the back end, that we are following up with those people, right? We do not own our platforms. We do not own social media. We don't own Instagram. We don't own Facebook. but we own our email list. I know you guys have heard this so often. We own our email list. So your goal when it comes to your social media should be to get those individuals that follow you, that are going to be possibly your first time home buyers or your real estate agents that you're trying to work with. Your goal needs to be to get them into your email marketing list. Okay. And it doesn't stop there. You also then need to make sure that you're actually emailing them. Okay. So often I hear where people are like, oh, I have these leads that came in and they didn't go anywhere. Okay. Well, how often are you following up with those leads? How often are you speaking to them or getting in front of them, whether that be via email or via phone or paid ads, whatever the case is, right? If you get a lead, it can take 11 to 12 touch points minimum for them to actually do anything. Okay. So that doesn't necessarily mean that if you get someone that comes into your world from social media via paid ads or organic on Instagram because you have a killer opt-in for a first-time home buyer and they got into your email database and then you're like, yep, that was it. They didn't do anything. They didn't call me, right? Well, did you follow up with a lot of emails? Do you have an email sequence where you are nurturing them and maybe providing some really relevant, cool content for them? Are you sharing with those first-time homebuyers that, hey, if they downloaded a first-time homebuyer guide that you created for free, then obviously they are going to be first-time homebuyers. So what is that email sequence going out to them? How are you following up with them after that? Do you have 7, 8, 9 emails going out that say, hey, first, here's some of my favorite places in this localized area. Check them out. Respond back to me. Let me know if you have any favorite areas or restaurants that you like to go to in Tampa Bay, right? That is how you start building that audience. And after you start conditioning them and getting in front of them, then hopefully they come to you to work with you, right? Because you're staying consistent. You're being in front of them every single week and providing value. You're not just, hey, I'm here, get a loan from me, right? You are actually providing value. You are sharing information on your social pages, bringing them into your email marketing world, and you are touching them that way as well. I want you to understand that social media foremost. Now, that's not to say that there are not people out there killing it on social media and getting all their leads and loans funded that way. There are, and it is possible. However, we are not content creators, right? We are not people who have the time to dedicate basically full time to social media. So, how can we start implementing and streamlining our process so that we get these individuals into our world and into being able to see us all of the time, right? Also, if you have not sent out emails to your past clients, to your realtors, asking them to follow you on social media, right? You're missing the boat. Okay. So there is a whole process. Marketing is not just one thing. It is an antenna. It is an octopus of different things, right? You've got arms and legs all over the place, and you are touching individuals in different manners, right? You are reaching out to them via email. You are reaching out to them. You're getting in front of them on Instagram. You're getting in front of them on Facebook. You are getting in front of them, through LinkedIn DMs. You are email marketing them, right? You are running paid ads directly to them. You are calling them. You are sending them mail, whatever that is. It is a full marketing structure. Now, I don't want you to be overwhelmed and be like, that's a lot right now. Like, I get it. It is definitely something you need to build, right? You need to build upon, okay, I'm going to start with social media and I'm going to draw them into my email list, right? That's one step. And then, okay, now I'm going to make sure that I am emailing weekly. I've got a funnel set up, right? There are steps to it. It's not, you got to do everything right away. But y'all, if you are investing in someone to do your social media, if you are doing social media yourself, if you have an internal team handling your social media, it is more than just posting on social media. You have to be present. You have to get engaged. You need to do videos. You need to show your face. You need to send pictures. You need to get involved. You need to show your hobbies and who you are as a person. People in 2025 want to work with another human. We are human first and foremost before we're loan officers, before we're content creators, before we're mortgage professionals, before we're marketing people, right? That's who we are. So we need to show that and showcase that in our content. We need to draw them in. And then we need to have a follow-up and systems in place on the back end to continue nurturing those individuals. We need to be consistent on social media. We need to try and get them into our email database. Now, if you have, 1,000 followers, does that mean you're going to get 1,000 emails? No, absolutely not. You may get 300. You might get a 30% conversion from that. But that's 300 more emails. You might only get 30, but that's 30 more people that are actually truly looking for something that you're offering that you can continue to follow up with and nurture. So y'all, I want you to think about what your customer journey looks like. Okay. All of that to say, get to your customer journey. If you were your customer, okay, this is going to be a challenge for you. This is my homework assignment. If you were your customer, okay, so I want you to think, if your customer is a first-time home buyer, if your customer is a real estate agent and they find your page on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever, what does it look like for them? What does that journey look like? Are you actually targeting who you want to target, right? If you are trying to bring in real estate agents to your world, you want to work with more real estate agents, does your content reflect that? Okay. So I want you to go and look at your customer journey and figure out what needs to be tweaked. If I'm a real estate agent and I go to your page, again, is your content geared towards me? Is it giving me education? Is it telling me, basically things that I don't know that can help me in my business with my clients? Is there a way that I can connect with you outside of just giving you a call, right? Do you have a free download for me that maybe I can share with my first-time home buyers? Do you have a messaging option? Do you have all of your contact information available, right? What does that customer journey look like? Okay. And now let's say I took that step. I opted into that download that you provide. Now, what does my journey look like? Do I just get the download emailed to me and that's it? You vanish? What is that process once I come into your world? And are you nurturing the right individuals or even nurturing individuals at all? Okay. So that's your homework assignment. I want you to go figure out what that customer journey looks like. And if there are ways that you can tweak and optimize that journey, right? Think about, or if you don't want to do it, ask someone else outside of the business to go in and, hey, what does my content tell you? What does it speak to you? What does it make you want to do when you come to my page? Ask 3 friends to go to your page and tell them to tell you what they see and what vibe they get. And hey, who am I targeting, right? It's how you are going to grow in 2025. All right. As always, if you have any questions, please always feel free to reach out to us. We are at Fully Aligned Marketing on all platforms. We are mostly in our DMs over on Instagram at Fully Aligned Marketing. Also, if you want, all of the content ideas delivered directly to your inbox every single week, we've got you covered. You can join the FAM Society. The links are in the show notes. Again, guys, I hope to see you soon, or I hope you listen to me again soon. Again, I say again a lot. Reach out to me via DMs. That's where we are over at Fully Aligned Marketing. And until next time, friends, have a wonderful, wonderful week.